my next question is, what opportunities have been availed / created due to ChargeKo?
I mean, for me, it's been, when I started this business, particularly the phone charging side of the business, it was something that no one was doing commercially.
Yes.
Like, it was available in terms of, small sockets that these mobile money agents use to charge people's phones, and you leave your phone there, then they put like a sticker written, they write your name on it. And when we commercialized it or made it like smarter, it was still very foreign, and I'll give you an example. When we started, we were charging phones at events and in bars. You'd get to an event or a bar and you charge, give or take, about 40 phones.
Yes. Because your rack had like 10.
Yeah, thereabout. And what really fascinated me is that at the end of the day, even when you've not made that much money, you'd ask yourself, if my solution wasn't available, what would these people have done?
That's true.
Like, how would they have powered their devices?
Yes.
And that was, for me, the ultimate opportunity. Employment is one thing, but nowadays we're moving more towards a society of quality of jobs and less of quantity of jobs, right?
Yes.
However, what we've also enabled people, like in rural areas, to do is there's these people in like village savings groups that, save together, live in the same community. And when it comes to charging their devices, most of these are women. When it comes to charging their devices, they have to walk to a trading center every day. If they have a smartphone, that is.
Yes.
Leave the phone there to charge for maybe 1 or 2 hours, walk back and pick it and come back. And with smartphones, you have to charge it every day.
You have to charge it every day or else you'll be offline. Exactly. Simple.
So it then created like a usage problem because a lot of people couldn't, spare that time to go and charge their device. But when we introduced power banks and built a swapping network within the community,
yes,
it enabled one person who has a solar system that can only charge 2 phones at a time to basically charge extra power banks for everyone and then swap so when your power bank runs out,
you take it back. You give you a charged one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Within your same community. So what that creates, one, it creates an income stream for the person with a small solar system or with a grid connection. 2, it saves these women from actually having to leave the farm, having to leave the home to go charge their device.
Yes.
And it also creates a lot more opportunities for them to access digital, like digital services.
Connectivity, blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
And for me, that was like the major thing. And when we went to do some user interviews with one of our partners, a company called Kifon, one of the things that we realized is that so there's a group that we distributed the power banks and mobile phones to, and within the month before, the few months before they got the power banks, about 3 phones out of 30 had been lost, and 2 were stolen at charging points.
Hey.
After we introduced the power banks, no phone was lost because they didn't have to take their phones
to a particular someone or a particular place. Yes,
which was really interesting. And then one of the things that really shocked us was people had started even creating subscription packages.
How?
On their own. Like someone says, if you were to swap your power bank, it's 500 shillings.
Yeah.
But pay me maybe 2,000 or 5,000 for a month.
Yeah.
Since I have solar, I can charge for you. I can swap for you an unlimited number of times.
Yes.
In a month.
Yeah.
And this is not something we went and told these people. This was something that they came up with on their own as a business model, done by them.
Yeah.
And for me, those are some of the changes that, some of the impact stories that keep me, going and just looking at the impact. But then lastly, we've been testing the electric bicycles. And for the one rider that we started working with, at the start he had no income.
Yeah.
Wasn't really making that much. Was hustling here and there. We gave him a bike and said, you know what? We've given you a bike, create some opportunity for yourself. And interestingly, over time, he started by delivering for one of our pilot customers, delivering food. We got him that opportunity. And then next up, he started delivering the power banks to customers in town.
Yeah.
And making some money off that too. And then he enrolled with a company that does loan collections.
Yes.
And in the morning, he would go collect loans, follow up on loan payments from
debt collector.
vendors.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
From 11 or midday till 3, he would do his food delivery.
Yes.
And then anytime he gets in between there, he would do power bank delivery.
So his day is actually swamped.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he was filling up all these bus slots.
Yeah.
With activity.
Yeah.
And now he's able to make some money every day. He's able to rent his own apartment. He has his own small house.
He's able to even build his ecosystem.
Exactly. And you see that's some of the change that you see. It could be one person or two.
Yes.
But when you look at that on a scale of, let's say we put 1 million bicycles on the road, right? What would that do for the millions of young people that are unemployed, and of which most of these young people, that the young unemployed youth are 18 to maybe 22, 23 years old.
Yeah, but those ones are supposed to be in school sincerely.
Yeah, but are they?
Most of them.
Yes. Then also the most energetic.
Yeah. So they have time, they have energy, they have creative auras and stuff. Yeah.
And even when you look at the developed world, most of the students don't just study. They study and work.
That's true.
I think impact wise, that's in terms of opportunities we've created, it's only the beginning, and I feel for entrepreneurs it really comes from a point of when you're building this business, you're looking at what's the next thing I can do. Just never settling and saying, oh, we've done this and we're stopping there. Keep on looking for the next challenge.